But whatever you say, you're going to get once you pair it with words. Once you pair it with action. So I just don't want that to go over people's head that, whatever you think about, you're going to bring about.
Exactly. The enthusiasm for that conversation that you're having, the action with it, that moves into the direction of manifesting what it is that you will be and what you're going to do with your word and your life. Yeah. And that's the thing is like,
you can have nothing to do this. No money, no dreams is free. Yep. Yeah, you just got to think about them and then figure out how will they come true.
Yeah. Welcome today to another day of Grow, Heal, Inspire with Tronda Talks. Another edition of Grow, Heal, Inspire with Tronda Talks. Y'all, I got Neo here. Neo, Mr. The Greatness. The Greatness.
Thank you for having me on the show. I feel amazing. Love the studio. I'm ready to get it. How you feel?
Feeling great. Good. Y'all don't understand, like, this guy is such an inspiration to so many people. I've watched him, like, I've only known him for a couple of years, but I've watched you just be the person that many people admire. Like, it's such an amazing thing to have you sitting here, bruh.
Hey, it's an honor. I'm mad I couldn't do it sooner, but we here now, so we're about to get to it.
Yes, we are. Neo, I want people to know what it is and who you are. Give me a little background give people a little bit of background who you are. For those who don't know.
How far back are we going?
Hey, listen, y'all, I can tell y'all some things. Neo and Neo have very common situation, okay? I want them to know you. So, yeah, go give them a little bit about your past, about the shit, all that stuff.
So, I'm from West Philly. I moved to Atlanta about 3 years now. One of the best decisions I did. Got a chance to meet you. Your husband, so many other amazing people. But I'm West Philly, born and raised, playground, spend most of the days. Y'all know the Will Smith story, but my dad been in jail since I was 2 for committing murder. I grew up in a drug-infested neighborhood. My mom ended up saying, I need to try to change my son's life, so she sent me to a private school where there's 50 African-Americans in there. One of my favorite quotes is by Oliver Wendell Holmes. Once your mind is expanded to a new concept or idea, it's hard to go back to its original way of thinking. So at this school, I got to see there was actually more than a drug-infested neighborhood. I got to see that, you could become more. So I went to that school, and that first set in my mind, I'm going to be something. I didn't do nothing 9th grade, 10th grade, and 11th grade. Got me kicked out of that school. Had the opportunity to then go to a new school, learned about mentorship, then went to college. Did great in college for about a month, and I started doing the wrong things, got kicked out of there. So to this point, Dad been in jail since I was 2, kicked out of high school, kicked out of college. I had 9 jobs, been fired from all of them. So I went to my last job, which was the private airport. Ended up getting fired from there. But that was the final turning point where I said, enough is enough. It's time for me to make a change. So fast forward to today, I've been a full-time entrepreneur for the last 15 years. We run multiple different businesses, and I just haven't took my foot off the gas. Like, I just made a point that I must make entrepreneurship work, and that's where we are now. Father, 4 different kids.
Feel like it, Sean. Like that. Yeah, sleep.
Father, 4 kids, and everything's amazing. Right? Yeah. Just figuring it out, really. I'm still in that figure it out process. Like, every day, not waking up, figuring it out, but just putting it together.
Yeah. Neo, like I was listening just to some of the stuff that you had going on with your history and your past life. One of the things, like, what made you not want to give up? Like, first?
Yeah, I think for me was, one, seeing all the kids I went to school with, their parents were well off and had different things I didn't have. And then working at that private airport, seeing millionaires and billionaires every single day. Like, for me, it's always clear to me when I see someone else do something, in my mind, I believe I could do it. Mm-hmm. It's not a shadow of a doubt that I think it's possible when I see someone else do it. So for me, seeing those things said, I got to go make it happen. And I just never took my foot off the gas.
Did you find yourself to be spiritual in thought? Like, because what's your...
I'm a Christian. I don't know, spiritual. I always kept God. I won't say God first. I need to be keeping God first better, but I always knew there's a God. I'm always praying to God. I knew I'm only here because of God. I know that much. Like, I without a shadow of a doubt. There's so many great things are happening. I'm like, yeah, I couldn't have done that or made that up.
So you definitely believe in who God is in your life.
Yeah, well, I know.
Do you have any kind of rituals that you do in the morning? Like,
Yeah, so a couple things that I do every day when I wake up, before I get on my phone, I get on my phone and I write like a prayer to God. Like, I've been doing this for a long time. Like, because life gonna happen as soon as I get on my phone. I gotta respond to texts. I gotta do stuff. So that's my only guaranteed ritual that I do every day is I write, thank you God for waking me up, and just
you write that every morning?
yeah, every morning.
Y'all, listen to that. I just did this stuff for like a whole year of writing. I wrote a different affirmation every day for an entire year. Yeah. Do you know what?
That's similar to in your book you was telling me about.
Right. Oh, yeah. Lee, what about you? What did you like when you write yours? You say thank you, God.
Yeah, thank you, God, Father, however I feel it in that morning. Dear Lord, thank you for a great day, waking me up. Now let's go make a great day. It changes everything.
Start doing that.
I've been doing that a couple years now. If I go back in my notes, I got so many notes like that. Just one same note and it's just super long. I need to start writing a date on it. Yeah. I used to do another. It was funny. I had a book, Dear God, and I would write every day. I was going to turn that into a book.
Yeah.
I should actually do that one day. Yeah, I didn't even think about that because it ain't nothing to do. Just go back and get the old notes.
That's it. But it's the same thing like mine is very similar. Like I have so much information. And as you know, right now it's kind of what we're doing is turning those affirmations that I did for an entire year plus.
Yeah.
And we're just doing videos on them. And for me, it's like, I feel like I'm doing this, it's not for everybody. It's more or less for myself. And it's the journey that we're having. I never had an idea that it would be one of those things where I'm actually speaking on like affirmation or letting anybody hear what I was doing. I didn't have that was never the plan to share this with anybody, but I'm sharing them. Yeah. Most people are getting on them. Some people love them, you know.
Affirmations are powerful.
They are.
Like you are going to get exactly what you say or what you believe. You may don't get it when you say it. Like when you said I'm going to be a millionaire, I'm going to be successful, I'm going to have my dream car. I didn't have nothing when I said any of those things, but I believed it. It's going to work. Like if you say you're broke long enough, you'll be that. Like whatever it is you say, you're going to find a way to manifest.
When you was younger, in your head, did you have any idea, like honestly, like for say in my situation, I always thought these things were temporary. I never in my head one time felt like it was such a, you know, like when I was homeless and things like that. And I never thought of it being a situation where it was going to be permanent. And so when we was getting dressed, when I was getting dressed in the back of a U-Haul and all that good old stuff, in my head, this is something that's permanent.
What you saying? You had that thought that it was permanent?
I mean, not permanent, it was temporary.
Temporary.
Right? It's temporary. And by me thinking that it was temporary, I never once allowed it to take hold of my energy or stop me from moving. Yeah. In your days, I know you talked about your dad. He was age of 2. How do you think that affected you when you were so young, or did it even have any kind of effect?
Yeah, I think it had zero effect because my mom and grandma took such good care of me that I know a lot of friends where not having their father really affected them.
Yes. Yes.
It did nothing to me. Meaning,
so you never felt like having to forgive him or nothing like that? You never had?
I wasn't really mad at him because it is what it was. And my mom and grandma did a good job of taking care of me. But I know several friends where it really did affect them. So my goal is to be there for my kids the best I can.
Yeah, I guess the thing too is like I ask these questions because you know I'm again we've had very interesting lives when it comes to things, and I know for me, like my dad, my biological father, he used to beat my mom all the time and things like that, and so he was there, but he really wasn't there.
Yeah,
and so to some degree, it was like I didn't want him in my life I didn't really want him to, you know, be a part of my world. My mom would tell me things, but I learned how I accepted him, I forgave him and all those kind of things. And it's like in your situation, you didn't have him in yours, but yet you were still able to maintain the thoughts of being a man, being a father to your kid. These are things that you desire to be without having that example. Yeah. I'm the only saying this to say, like a lot of times people say things like, you need to you be around certain environments. Mm-hmm. But you become the person that you desire yourself or that you wanted yourself to be.
Yeah.
So it's not always about your environment.
The environment helped, though, I think.
But it was not always about it. When I say this, like, you become, how do I explain the words? What I'm trying to say is, like, people like, you need your dad.
Yeah.
You need your dad. That's what they're telling you. You need, that's what society would tell you up and down the street. You need your father. You need your father in your life in order for you to be the man that you needed to be or you want to be.
Right.
But that's not true.
You're right. You're right. I think environment helps is not, because I was doing well in Philly, not in the greatest environment, because I knew I was going to do well. But I came to Atlanta.
That's what I'm trying to say.
and
It's the fact of the knowing.
Yeah, knowing it's going to work.
Regardless to what anybody's telling you.
Yeah.
Regardless of what anybody's trying to direct you to be, you knew in your head already what you was going to do and what you expected yourself to be able to approve to do for yourself.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And it's like I look at, like, a lot of times when it comes to affirming the world or affirming the world, the greatness, the one word you do use is the word greatness a lot.
Yep.
That word basically encompasses a lot of things, a lot of theory. And when you can say that, I feel as though that's one of the things that's what has attuned you to be who you are, because you've already saw yourself as being great.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So, and when you see yourself as being great, it didn't matter what this environment had for you.
Yeah.
You was going to be great no matter what.
That's a fact. Yeah.
So
I agree.
That's my mentality, basically. I don't want, what I'm saying, like, people say they're a product of their environment a lot of times, and they use their environment to lessen the degree or to lessen the way they feel about who they are, or they basically say, I'm going to be this person because of this. And it's not, don't let it be that conversation.
Right. That's true.
You make your own tune. You make your life as what you need it to be. You start affirming the word that you want to have, So anyway, I had to kind of tune in.
No, you good. No, that's powerful. It's like you're going to become what you believe. Absolutely. No matter what environment you're in. Absolutely. Yep. Got it.
Your words are your life.
Yep. I agree. Yeah, that's good. Your words are your life. That's good.
Your thinking is just the same. It's like that's the whole point of, like, you're living in your greatness. And that you can truly believe that over the limitations, you becoming the best person you could probably ever be for yourself in your life.
That's a fact.
I guess I'm only saying, like I said, because I looking at somebody like you, your dad, all the jobs that you had, all these different things, and you didn't let that become a product of your society. Your mom, your dad, your mother, and your grandmother allowed you to be, but that didn't change you to be the man that you are now.
Yep. That's a
I'm
fact.
y'all the speakers out to be. I just know that.
You better remove it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go. So, but yeah. Anyway, now let me see a little bit more information. I'm going to get up out of here to see it twice section, y'all.
We hear it. Yeah.
Now, when you became a father, now I know a little bit about your history when it comes to you being a dad. When you became a father, how is that for you? Like,
I've been a father because before I got married, my girlfriend had a daughter, Destiny, which is 17, which I'm still learning to be a better father now to her, because I'm learning now as being a father, they're all different. Like, every one of them, you got to treat each of them in a different way. Certain things move certain ones, some don't move certain ones. So, I mean, I'm learning to be a father because I never had an example. I had a stepdad, but I wouldn't say he was a great stepdad. So it's like, I'm literally learning as I go right now, because she's 17, but then my new babies are 1, 2, and 3. It's a lot for me to learn. You know what I mean? I'm learning every day about stuff right now. So try to figure that out.
When you say figuring it out, like, what are some of the issues that come about for you?
One, with my 17, she's dating now. So yeah, that's a challenge, figuring that out.
Yeah.
My 2 and 3-year-old, like, almost you got to discipline them differently because they're two different. You would think they're the same, but different things move each of them.
Yeah.
What else would I say? Those are the main things. Just really try to understand how to communicate with each of them to help get the point across the right way and, still be loving, essentially.
Yeah. That's cool, though. I mean, the differences in age range.
Yeah.
It's a big difference.
Big difference.
And I love how you say, I was a daddy.
Yeah.
She was like everywhere. She was out stood by.
Yeah.
When you was a father at that time, in your head, What made you think you were daddy or father? What gave you the type to be able to say that?
Well, I think just because if they're living with me and we're together, that's kind of what it was. So assuming the responsibility essentially. So yeah, I guess that's what made me do it.
And there's one out there to be like, oh, kids, don't discipline my child, but yet we're still living in the same house. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
What did you say? What did you just say? I missed that part. You said it's...
There's people out there that they're individuals just like you who are basically taking care of their kids.
Yeah.
Not the daddy, but the daddy that's in the house.
Yeah.
I completely agree with that. Because that's how it was with me and my father that was with my mom. My dad, I call him my father, my stepfather.
Yeah.
But I never called him stepdad.
Yeah.
He was always my papa.
Yeah.
It was my papa because of the way he treated my mom and the way he treated me. Yeah. He became my daddy because of the fact that it was nothing that he couldn't ask me for.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that he treated my mother the way she needed to be treated. And he also treated me as his daughter. No difference whatsoever.
Yeah.
And then made me feel like, what I was missing. But honestly, it wasn't a matter of missing it. It was just a matter of knowing that I had somebody that my mama had a companion. It was somebody that I could call my papa, And, but either way, long story short. But yeah, with that being said, it's like there's people out there that be like, oh, they don't respect the daddy or let you be you're the dad. They don't respect him the same way. I thought sometimes they'd be like, oh, you didn't, this is his child.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that you took it on and you didn't think anything about it.
No, I had to. Yeah.
And that's beautiful in itself. You were so ready.
Yeah. I'm still learning though, because I don't want to seem like I got it all together. So I'm still learning. This fatherhood thing is a challenge, so I'm figuring it out as we go.
Between all the jobs and stuff that you're doing now as an entrepreneur, what are some of the things that you're doing right now with all the things you got going on? Tell me some of those.
So some of the things, running a marketing agency, so that's one of the things we love marketing, just trying to push people and products out to the world. One thing we're doing, we're running an event center, so we've been running those now for years. That's one of the things that we're doing, and we're partnering with other small businesses to see how we can inject what we do to help them grow. And then just our charity stuff. We just recently redid an entire basketball court that I grew up on, the drug-infested neighborhood where I played ball. That we redid that court. They named the street after me. So those are just a few things that we got going on, focusing on and giving back, focusing on that marketing agency and partnering with others. So it's kind of what we've been working on.
Yeah. I'm asking those questions because as a daddy, as a family man, as a husband, how do you find time for your family?
That's a good question. Well, I think for me, they'd be like, yo, there's no thing as violence. I don't know if that's true or not, but for me, it's just, I work a lot, but I spend a lot of time at home while working too. So it's like, I'm not in office or anything like that. So when I got a break, I'm hanging out with them. When we could go out, we're going out. So, and then I go on date night with my wife and just hang out and stuff like that. So I feel like it's just a very organic way. It's not like I'm trying to find time. It's just wherever it fits in with fits. It's like a blend. Family and business is like a blend for me.
Okay.
Where it's like a melting pot. We all put it all together. Yeah.
We're fortunate to have a young woman that's your wife.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful, Miss
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
She the best and amazing woman.
And she makes it easy for us, so.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you are busy.
Yeah, that's how I am. And that's how I've been, like for me, I've been like that since we've been together. So she kind of knows, like it is what it is. You are busy. Yeah. And that's my life. I don't think it's going to change anytime soon. It may change at some point, but that's kind of what we got accustomed. I don't know what I would do if I ain't busy.
Yeah.
Like, that's how crazy, every day is like crazy can be. So, but it is what it is.
Now, have you ever had a situation in your life or any of your businesses or anything that just allowed you, that you felt as though you had to grow from, or like you had to like forgive and move on, have you ever had any disappointments in your life that made you think twice about redoing, per se, like I use your dad. I talked about your father, and you didn't have to really heal from him at all.
No, not at all.
You didn't have to do any of that, which again, that's in itself is accommodating, or it's an accomplishment, or it's more or less one of those things where, because you didn't have to, it didn't bother you. Have you ever saw yourself in a situation where you've had to learn to forgive? I talk about forgiveness a lot because it's a hidden process of our lives.
I think I got to get better with forgiveness. I'm the type of guy, like, when you do me wrong, it's just, I'm done with it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very hard for me to, I'm working on the forgiveness piece now, because it's kind of like when you do me wrong or feel like it's just over with for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't pinpoint a specific situation. Like, I just had people do stuff that to me sometimes are like shady, and I can't rock with it once you do that. So I'm trying to learn and get over those things, because people make mistakes. So I make mistakes, but trying to work on those essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
Y'all, Mr. Greatness.
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah, we all make mistakes. No, for sure. No, gotta be.
Because the thing is, for me, I think forgiveness is a big part of my world. And with forgiveness, we grow so much in depth in regards to who we are as individuals spiritually. And for me, I think about when you start forgiving people, you're gonna be amazed at how much more.
Yeah.
Like, you're already doing your thing,
Yeah.
but you're gonna be doing that thing
Even more. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. It's not like I got not grudges, but it's not like it's a ton of people.
It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Even it's a ton or not. The attachment to that energy is still there, And a lot of times, like, I'll do forgiveness work every day if I need to. And my forgiveness work starts in the morning with the meditations that I do. And one of the things is, like, I typically, I'll stand in hours to rest. What I'll do is I'll put everybody in the front of the yard, and we'll have this conversation, and I'll tell them, I forgive them. Hell, it could be Brad doing some shit that I ain't like, okay? And I'll forgive him, and forgiveness is not for him, it's for me. And so I'll forgive him and move on from the situation. Like, it's simple as though, oh, he said something I didn't like yesterday. I forgive him.
Yeah.
And I see where you were coming from, but I still have to forgive you, and then hug it out, whatever.
Yeah.
But I do it because it was a flip to at least anything that's negative. I've only really just started really doing this maybe for the last several months, maybe like 3 months or so. And I can really say that it's definitely enlightening my world. Like I say, I don't like you. I didn't have a lot of people I needed to forgive either. I didn't have only a handful here or there.
Yeah.
And I never held on to anything. But it just made so much of a difference just to be able to just self-step. Okay, if it came to my thoughts about what that person might have said, then I'm going to forget it and move on.
That's good. Yeah.
Right.
That's good. I gotta adopt that.
Yeah.
Work on that.
Especially if you're talking about you have a prayer or a talk that you have every day with God.
Yeah.
Add it to it.
Yeah.
That person said something. Just like me, I say stuff you might not like. You're like, oh, you're trying to force you did yesterday. Or whatever. And it's simple. It's nothing. It's not about you. The forgiveness part is about you more than anything about you.
That's good. Yeah, I'm learning something new.
So anyway, but yeah, and I ask the questions about that because I want to know any aspects of your life that people, and honestly, y'all know I normally might not be on fire, but I'm being really nice right now in front of
No,
me.
do you?
Listen.
Do you?
Listen. Be really nice. But no, like, per se, you, when it comes to because you don't do any forgiving, you don't have to do anything bad at this point, and you say you hold on to, like, I can appreciate you being as kindness as you were. Tell me some of the things, like, that you feel like you have grown past and beyond, or things you've grown up from, like things that you used to do you don't do no more.
Things I used to do no more.
Because the thing is, what I do want people to see from someone like you is just like like in your head, it ain't always been the great.
No.
You know, it ain't always been that way. Like when you say your mom and your mother and your grandmother basically raised you, and you had no issues with any of that, and it was always what it was. She put you in private school. Even when you come to the 9 jobs, what you say you had, that 9-job situation, like when you was going through those, did you ever have like, okay, my head, like, I just quit when I want to quit and move on to the next thing, and was it like that? Because you know,
yeah, it's always been like that. Just next.
Yeah.
I just believe that for me, after I got fired from the jobs, entrepreneurship must work for me.
That's the thing.
I didn't know how it was going to work,
Yeah.
but I just knew I wasn't going to stop until I hit the thing that's working.
And that's what I'm getting at. It's like, as an entrepreneur, you can't just drop it and go the same way you can do everybody's job.
Yeah, no, you got to see that thing out.
Exactly.
If you're going to provide,
Right.
like, I provide for my family, myself, and a bunch of other people, and if I don't go make it work, it ain't gonna work.
That's the thing that you used to do. You would drop out of jobs, but you dropped out of those jobs because those jobs are what you wanted to be doing.
Well, they dropped me, but
Okay.
yeah. But after getting dropped, but so many, I like, yo, enough is enough, and it was my fault. I mean, not being responsible, not coming to work on time, not doing the job. So it was like,
So what gave you the audacity to think that your ass was gonna be able to do entrepreneurship? How that work?
because I gave myself no other, I started to think, well, I'm going down the wrong path. Well, I can't keep a job.
Yeah.
It's probably because I'm doing some things wrong. So when I started a business, that's when I said, let me develop work ethic. Let me develop discipline. Let me teach myself.
But how do you do that? You done already quit this. Oh, these people they got.
Because I had no other option now. I had to make this work.
Okay.
The job thing, I didn't have to make it work.
Mhm.
This thing, like right now, but I don't go to work now, I don't eat. I have to go make it work now.
How many how many businesses have you opened and closed?
A lot.
Okay.
At least 5 of them. At least. Probably more than that.
Okay, these five. Okay. That's a good question. Too.
Started. Yeah.
What were the ones that you stopped and started on those? What was that?
I had a fruit truck. I had a junk removal company. I had a cleaning company. Power washing.
Uh-huh.
Thrift store on wheels. I've been doing all type of stuff.
Yes.
But again, I did a lot of them businesses, and I'm grateful for them. But I didn't have a mentor or coach earlier on. I probably wouldn't have done none of them. I would have learned about marketing sooner. I would have learned about the internet,
Okay.
which I didn't. I learned about that 7-8 years ago. But if I would have learned about it sooner,
Yeah.
it'd be a different story. Yeah.
With those businesses that failed, tell me, like, what do you think that, out of all the ones that failed,
Mm-hmm.
which was the one that you said, it could have done it, I could have did well in it, but I just didn't apply myself?
I don't think none of them.
Never.
No. And well, it was relative. So it's like, the one I probably could have made millions off of would be the cleaning company. But I didn't. So lack of mentorship, lack of guidance,
So right now you have, when you started these other ones that you're doing now, you had mentorship with these.
I didn't have full mentorship with these either, but I knew the internet was the way. I know marketing is the way. They spend billions of dollars monthly on marketing companies. So getting yourself out there, I know every business needs that. Every business needs sales. So I know this is something that works.
And people face with it too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In your face.
In your face with it.
Stay in your face.
In your face.
Yeah.
What thing I do know.
I heard Grant say, they don't know you, they can't flow you. So if they don't know you exist, they can't pay you. So
So,
y'all going to know.
to be honest with you, when you think about it, if you'd have known about the marketing parts of it, with those other businesses,
Yeah.
you would have
Oh, 100%.
shit success.
Yeah, absolutely.
No.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, you would have.
And they're all part of my learning process. So I needed all of those things to happen for me to be who I am now. But if you can cut your learning curve, I recommend y'all help people open up healthcare businesses and make $1 million in a year. You go try to figure it out on your own. It might take you 5 years, 10 years. So everything for me is like, who got the shortcut for me? Yeah.
Nowadays.
Yeah. Shortcut. Who got a shortcut? That's all I'm looking for, a shortcut.
Yeah. That's all right. Well, my thing is like, I'm all about the growth, the health, and inspiration. So I ask the questions that I ask because I want people to see you as an individual that's grown from some type of lifestyle.
Which is great.
And then you've
No, I normally don't talk about that stuff, so which is good. Yeah. And a new side of me. Yeah.
That's the point of my conversations, and because it's just like we're talking on the phone or getting to know you. Because the things like I want to know these things because it's just for me. But honestly, there's other people out there that look at someone like you, very successful individual. Neil, I mean, this guy done been all over the world, y'all, all over the world.
56 countries now.
Now, just tell them about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, all over the world. Neil, how old are you?
36 now.
36. How old were you when you first started out doing what you're doing? I don't want to talk about the other businesses that you didn't have before your marketing. I want to talk about the one what you're talking about now.
I mean, I've been doing this about 7 years now, like learning marketing and stuff, selling digital stuff. Yeah, about 7 years now.
So 7 years it took you to become the multi-millionaire.
Yeah, it's still weird when I hear that.
But that's what it is. You are a multi-millionaire just like that's what we are. We got the same kind of platform where we create multi-million-dollar businesses.
Yeah.
Same thing. It's like that's what it is. The thing is being weird with it. It's the truth. A lot of times it's weird because you were like the first.
Yeah.
And it is. Yeah. That's
definitely the first in my family.
Not sure.
I think about that.
Yeah. We're the same. I am. My husband, on the other hand, he didn't. His family already like that. They didn't have a dynamic of life. We just had to, we had to find our way to some degree.
But I want to be like now. I want to be like that. Like Brad always talks about his dad, like how he helped out. Like I want to be that now for my kids. Like
you will be.
That's like people like, well, you no. I wish I had some help, man. Like I want people to show me the way. Have a father show me certain things I need to learn.
And see, I'm just the opposite. Me, I didn't want them to show me nothing because of the fact that I didn't have that. Because I didn't have it, I don't miss it. I didn't know how to create. I knew that I was gonna be successful, and nobody could tell me jack. Yeah. Nobody could tell me I wasn't gonna be successful. Nobody. And every time people got my business, I feel like that's when I had a problem. So I wouldn't tell my mama nothing. I wouldn't tell my family anything. I would just, we just did it.
Yeah, go make it happen.
Just did it.
Yeah.
I had nobody to show me how to be the person that I am today.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
So to some degree, I was the person that a lot of, like what I knew when I was growing up, I know for a fact I wouldn't be where I am. I stood the ground up. My understanding was definitely different. I deviated from I was called crazy when I was growing up in my little town. People called me crazy because again, I know I thought differently, and it was just I was different, and I was okay with being different, But it never was a bad thing for me. It's like the way of thinking was always different. It's just different, and I was okay because I didn't know I was going to be successful in about 10 minutes. But knowing that I knew, I just knew.
Yeah, gotta work or gotta work.
Yeah. Well, yeah, absolutely. So. I guess that's why I was pointing out earlier about I'm not a product of my environment. I'm a product of me knowing my words and affirmation and thoughts. Like I knew I was gonna be no matter what.
That's powerful right there. Yeah, once you know that, it's over with.
It's over. Yeah,
it's powerful.
Yeah, so you like, I ain't anything you want to say. I mean, you make this night acceptable. I don't want to keep here for too long.
This was great. I'm just happy I could share a different experience, but I think. Man, everything I have right now is everything I have and everything I'm doing is something that I said in the past. So I just want people to really. It's so simple, but whatever you say, you're gonna get once you pair it with words. Once you pair it with action. So I just don't want that to go over people's head that whatever you think about, you're gonna bring about.
Yeah, exactly. At the end, it would be asking for that conversation that you're having, the action with it, that moves into the direction of manifesting what it is that you will be and what you're going to do with your word and your life. Yeah. And that's the thing is like,
you can't have nothing to do this. No money, no dreams is free. Yep. Yeah, you just gotta think about them and then figure out how will they come true.
Yeah, or even just you don't have to know the how. Just know that they are. That was my whole concept and thought all the time. I don't know how I'm gonna get there. I don't know how this $1 million gonna come into my hands. I don't know, but I do know it's happening.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it was no conversation there.
Yeah.
And we, you know, my husband Brad would he watched me create and manifest things. Like there were times when I would be sitting. I had my personal training business, right? I had a client that would drop. I had clients that would drop, and I'd be like, man, I ain't worried about them. No sooner had I let it go, another one's coming through the door. And I'd be like, I ain't worried about them. I would say, watch this. And Brad would be like, he'd be shocked and awe at how immediately after I would say it, not even the next day a person would be calling me, replacing the money that I just dropped. Yeah. And I'd be like, okay, when I release it with ease, it came back to this easy. Yeah. And that's the application that applies consistently today. Same thing how we are with clients. Release that with ease. I'm not going to hold on to you with this. You're going to go. Go ahead and fly on. You're causing too many issues, or you're just not the person that we want to be part of our company. And we want you to go. We don't want you to stay if you don't want to stay, because you staying is creating, it's like a funnel of things. Like it just pulling into your world. You don't want it. So, but either way. Anyway, I want to keep you. I see you checking your phone out over.
No.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
This is a powerful interview. It shows a different side of me. Cause oh my, it's just business. But what about this? What about this? What about? So that's. I did another interview like this. I'm like, well, people got to actually know me. Like, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, I want them to know you, cause you're genuine. I remember when we first met, Neo. You came down, like I said, came from Philly, and I remember sitting out on that porch out there. And you was like, man, I think I want to give me a rate. Thanks for he stole his ass in my car.
Yeah.
And he's like, I like this.
Yeah.
I like this. You're nice. He got that. You ought to give him the rate. Then he turned around. He had the rate for maybe like a few months or something. I wasn't that long. Then his ass go out and buy a damn Lambo. Yeah. Oh, I need to get the steam. Yes.
And it's funny. I started this when I saw Justin online in the Lamborghini. I'm like, and then I came down here, met Mitch, and then met Goops, then met y'all, and I'm like, all I ever got to do is see somebody else with it. I'm like, I'm gonna go make it happen.
That's how you have your creativity and manifesting things to truthness, to realness, or to life. Is so strong. Yeah. It is so strong.
I appreciate that. Yeah. So it's I'm just keeping it moving forward, just foot on the gas and just not letting up. So that's what we are.
And I love it.
Yeah, thank you.
Anyway. Well, y'all, and now Neil got something else who want to say. Hey, somebody, what you got that you want to say to some of these people out there in the world that, I mean, I ain't got that many people yet, but I will.
Oh, that's on the way. Nah, I mean, that's how it starts, though. It's like, you got to serve your audience and who you have now and just do the best you can. And that's everybody else. Like, just, if I could share anything with everybody, do the best you could do every single day. Yeah. Like, it don't matter if I'm getting paid or not getting paid. I'm going to give the best. I'm going to put the best foot forward. Like, I seen somebody the other day, I met somebody and they was talking about they normally turn around content fast. Well, this person didn't pay me, so took weeks. I'm like, but now when I think about it, that same person was trying to hire you the other day, but because you didn't turn that around, they didn't even call you for the job. Right. So how you do anything is how you do everything. Like give your best foot forward in every aspect of your life, whether it's paid, whether it's free, whether and if you can adopt that, things change for you.
That's another thing. Y'all inspired to be like this guy eventually in my life. I won't be up there on the speakers and talking to everybody about my world and my life. I don't need to do what Neil do.
Stop.
Okay? That's what I want to be. Eventually, I want to reach 1 million people.
Yeah. That's
y'all heard me say it.
I want to take one video. This might be the video that they're doing with.
I'm going to reach 1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1 million.
I think you got to say 1 billion, though, because you're going to hit 1 million. Yeah. Because 1 million won't come, then what?
Let me do the 1 million first.
Or say 10 million, then you're going to hit 1 million, man.
Yeah, 10 million. Okay, he wasn't say 10 million. Y'all, he teaching me right now. So say 10 million, then let's go.
Watch it happen, y'all. Let's get it.
And when it does, what I owe you?
You owe me nothing. I'm going to come back on the show. Yeah, no. We just remember we said it, then boom. Because it only take one viral video.
And then everybody, they'll probably get to look at all the beautiful affirmations I put up there.
Exactly.
Without being able to see that, you know? It helped my husband.
Yeah.
Like
He the truth.
You know?
Yeah. He the man. Yeah.
But again, is there anything like I had a good time over here just talking with you. There's more questions and more things I would love to just talk with you about, but I'm gonna say it up later because I feel like, to be honest with you, I was like it kind of a little bit starstruck to some degree. I have me over my video, like a little starstruck about it. Acting nice and cordial. Y'all already know, my audience know my mouth is very, very foul when it wants to be. You been told him down for my pastor one time, just a little bit. I told him down for him. It was good. It's kind of like this kind of situation with me, thing. That's crazy.
No, I just say congrats on the show. I'm looking forward to. I remember when Brad was going. I don't know if this was Christmas or your birthday, but he was excited about helping build the set, and I just see it, and you brought it to, what's the word, fruition. I haven't say the word, but I'm excited for the growth of what you got going on.
Demonstrated it.
Yeah.
And it was brought into existence.
Done. So I would tell everybody you should start focusing on doing the same, like for yourself. Like identify what is it that you want and put so much energy on it till it gotta come true.
I didn't know I was getting this. I didn't even know that was what I wanted until it started. I didn't think I was gonna be all right with doing it.
Yeah. Well, you did.
Until I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And then it was like, well, I guess because I talk when I'm on the phone, people love my conversation. They want me to talk more. And
now they can see it live in person.
Yeah. So, but I gotta have conversations for that. Like when you get somebody who's well-rounded and thought and creativity, and understanding what it means to say what they're going to do, it's different because you're one of those people where you're saying what you're going to do, and you're creating that. You're creating exactly what it is that you're talking about. That, like you said, I only need to see person. I only need to see it once. So the fact that your mind is creating this already, manifesting, demonstrating it without a care, your enthusiasm, your conversation with yourself is already there. That's why it's so much easier for you to create it. Like some people, it takes longer because they can't find that same enthusiasm. They can't find that same energy to put behind the thoughts that they want to create, whatever that is they're trying to demonstrate. Yeah. It's different. That's just like you have your whole family, your wife, your kids. These things are demonstrations of what it is that you desired in your life and that you wanted.
Yep.
Not many people can manifest or create the life that you have. And do
possible though.
Not to say that, I'm not saying it is not possible. It is possible, but what they have to realize is a matter of believing what they're creating.
That's a fact.
That's basically.
That's a big fact. Yeah. You got to believe it for sure. And normally you got to see somebody that, the reason why most people can't make it happen in general, not meaning my life, but create whatever it is they want because they never saw it.
So, that's the thing. See, and again, I about to say this. I never saw a millionaire. I didn't know what that was.
Right.
I ain't never demonstrated another. I never knew what it was, but I knew I wanted it.
Right.
That's what I'm getting at. Yeah. You knew what you wanted, but you just happen to be one of those kind of people.
But I saw it too, though. That's for me. Yeah. I think you got two type of people. You got you who could just manifest. I'm going to go make that happen without evidence that it can happen. And then people like me is like, I like seeing somebody that did it because now I believe I could do it.
Yes.
Like I didn't know.
That makes sense though.
I didn't know you could live outside of a drug-infested neighborhood. I didn't know your parents could own movie theaters, hospitals. I didn't know that was a thing.
And for me, I never seen it, so I didn't even know what I'm asking for. I just knew this is what I wanted.
Right, you just knew you wanted more.
I just want more. Yeah, I wanted so much more, and I was able to receive and get more.
Yeah,
I knew I wanted a husband. That's one thing I did know. I said I wanted someone, whoever I married, because this is my second marriage. Whoever I married, I wanted someone that basically I could grow with. I didn't want someone to take care of me because I had that prior. I wanted someone that I could grow with. I can create a world of life with. That's what I wanted.
Yeah,
and I never saw that. My mama didn't have that. My dad, of course, our list was never a situation. And because of that, I had nobody to look at, nobody to see, not even on TV. I mean, you saw Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
That didn't make a difference. The Cosby Kid, a Cosby Show, whatever. That wasn't my world.
Yeah.
That was their world. That was TV land.
Yeah.
That had nothing to do with what I was thinking in my head or what I wanted.
Yeah.
I just knew. I said, $1 million sound about right.
Yeah.
So let me see if I can get that. I was on the little star, when the star come across the thing, I'll make a wish. Yeah. I'm ready. And then there would be times that I'll be sitting in my truck when I first came here to Atlanta, and I would cry and say, when is my time? When is it my time? When is my time coming?
Yeah.
And
It's here, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was big. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out what else I need to do. So much, but I never really understood like that how much of my conversations meant to other people. It did until I did. And Brad just, when he wrote me a poem, I had to read it to y'all one day. The poem he wrote from the birthday was so cute. I didn't know he would do what he did. It was such a beautiful poem. He writes questions all the time, doing that boy. I'm gonna publish some things one of these days. Yeah, do that. Make the money out his.
Yeah.
But either way, but y'all, it's been a pleasure, Neil, having you here with me. And I've tried to get up a couple of times. We're time, that's how it is. We're here. That's how it is here. We get to talking. This is like a phone call, y'all. It's like you're having a call with someone. There's no delegated amount of time.
Yep.
But you just kind of want to have the conversation. If anything pops up, you keep talking about it.
Yep.
And let it.
It's a good conversation.
Yeah, just let it happen as it is. And then, like I said, I'm going to ask you again. Anything else you want to tell?
No, I ain't sharing nothing else. I think they got more than enough. No, just follow your dreams. That's it. If I could give anything to anybody, go follow your dreams and be relentless.
I got one question for you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'll be done.
No, you got it.
When you came up with the word greatness, what was that about?
I don't even know. Actually, I don't even know where I got it from because I'm sure somebody told me. Now, I was coming up with a name, greatness, and I came up with Circle of Greatness, and I just stuck with it. So I just want to be around people who are great. So that was kind of it. It's a good call. I don't know where I got that.
And you realize,
Something about Circle of Greatness. Yeah.
and you realize that word you claimed, copyrighted, made it yours.
Yep.
You realize that's pretty much your conversation. That is your circle of greatness.
Right.
That's the knowing that you've already created. That's a manifestation of what you got going on in the world as of now.
That's crazy. Yeah.
That happens. People don't even realize how much their minds is grow, heal, inspire. That copywriting or that conversation, me making it mine, is making it what it is. Yeah. And that's yours. It's already been there. When you started that out, you probably and I bet you when you started it was about 7 years ago.
I don't even remember. I need to go back and find out when. Yeah, it probably was because that's when I started, because my group was called Circle Greatness Academy, and that was like 7, 8 years ago. Yeah. Yeah.
You realize, where I'm going with it.
I just don't know where I got it from now.
Yeah. The next time we talk about it, let me know.
I need to really think about that. Yeah.
So it's like, you don't need to realize that that's your knowing. That's your innate ability to be a person that you are.
Yeah.
And that's for me, y'all. That's this whole thing is one of those things where, like I say, I got a little bit about his growth. I saw how he's transitioned and his healing. And as I said before, he's always been an inspiration to so many. But yeah, Neo, it's been great having you here on Tronda Top.
Let's go. Thank y'all for having me, y'all. See y'all for part 2.
For more conversations like this, please subscribe, y'all. Grow, heal, inspire. Tronda Top. Bye. Bye.